For this is twofold. One, you want to see that where you're sending the follow, there's no one there. So that's the most important one.
And if there is, don't let go.
The second one is that as you get here, if you look at my hand and watch it when I turn my head, you'll notice that my hand moves forward ever so slightly as I turn. And what they're doing is that the lead's going to come on 5 for Sue. It's going to come on 5 for the follow.
I'm just waiting to, I don't count, I'm just coming when the hand brings me forward.
But by me turning my head on 4, I am prepping that lead on 5, and it's going to feel much smoother for the follow in terms of like, you're going, like if I'm here and then I've preloaded this, when I do this,
I just felt a tiny motion that just let me know.
yeah, I haven't moved her yet, but I've let her know, and I've begun to kind of create that motion that's going to lead into next. This is part of the whole smoothing out the swing out, making it flow.
That's good.
Okay. All engines are go. Okay. And so now we want to move on 5. Now, I am not moving Sue with my arm. This lead is entirely coming, like 90% of this lead is coming from my legs, okay? So I happen to have a connection with Sue using my arms, but I am not pulling Sue with that arm. I am stepping through, okay, on that. So that's the 5, 6. So we're loaded, and then it's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So the 5 is the key.
So you're moving as a unit, right?
Yes.
So we're in this position, and as he takes me down this way, he's using the core of his body to bring me around. He's not using, the arm is not bending at all. And then continuing on, you can almost push with this hand, and then triple step.
There are certain swing outs where you actually will push out with that hand. This isn't one of them, but there are ones where you might push out with that hand.
Depending on how much energy you want going out there.
Right. And so on 5, we are parallel to each other. And then on 6, we square up. And then we just triple it out. Okay? So that is how we are, so we've
And
got...
I have a track follow, so my footwork is basically going to be right together. So it's right, left, triple step. Then I pivot on my right foot as I come into the circle. I step onto my left foot. Now I'm going to turn and face my partner again as I continue on with the right foot behind the left foot. And then I bring the left foot to the right foot for a triple step. So my footwork is constantly going down the track. I'm going right, left, right, and right. Now hopefully the whole body is bringing me straight down my track. The lead gets off my track for a second as I'm coming down, and then they can go back on it, but I'm going through them. I'm not going around them. Then the right foot comes behind. You want to get as far away from them as possible, pretend they had garlic for dinner. And then the left foot comes back, triple step. And at this point, try and angle your lower body to the left for that final triple. Left and left to set up for swivels, because it's time to always do swivels. So let's do that. Follow.
Again, it's going to be step across, step behind, step across, triple step, facing back into the circle.
All right, so follow.
Down a little bit on that last triple step. Depending on how much energy we've given the follow and where we want the swing out to go, we're either anchoring back or we're anchoring forward. So like, for instance, if I gave Sue a lot of energy and I was sending her out this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So like I anchored, but my anchor was going this way.
They actually brought me in this direction.
Right, if I didn't give her a lot of energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I might, anchor back this way a little bit, because I'm trying to still create that space.
So swing outs. Now, but meanwhile, work on fine tuning. You never finish working on your swing outs. So I don't care how many years you've been doing swing outs. You never finish working on swing outs, and you can always make them better. So always be looking for things to pick up. That's why I thought it would be kind of fun to show Andrew's technique for leading out instead of the one we've traditionally taught. So it's always fun to do that. Now follows, especially if you're new to the intermediate class, it is time for you to give up your rock steps and put them away. Unless you're in side-by-side closed positions or doing Charlestons. So from now on, instead of a rock step, instead of doing whips or circles or swing outs,
So 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2.
you're going to do swivels. Step, step, triple step, 1, 2. Right? And you got forward on that, but I was trying to show off the swivel.
Oh, sorry.
So step, step, triple step, 1, 2. So swivels are awesome, and there's a variety of reasons. First of all, they look cool, but also they're useful because if your partner is going to bring you forward, it's easy to do that when you're doing a swivel versus a rock step where you lose momentum. Or if they leave you in place, you're in a neutral position, ready for whatever it is they're going to lead. So it's a better neutral answer than a rock step when you're in an open hold like this. Again, it doesn't work when you're doing this, obviously triple step. It would be really weird, yeah. But when you're doing whips and circles and stuff, it looks really good. So, let me talk to my follows. Swivels are basically, you're setting up on the end of that swing out with a triple step with the lower body to the left. The upper body has to stay facing our partner, yes? This hand has to be out here. We're focusing on our partner. We can't just open up and break frame. So we're like this. Now we're going to push off on the left foot, and we're going to swivel all the way over and step down onto the ball of the right foot. You are swiveling with your knees and your bum. So the bum is going all the way to the left, and the knees are going all the way to the right. Now you're going to push off of the right foot, and you're going to swivel back to the left. Again, swinging your bum as far as possible. My analogy is you're wearing jeans with embroidered pockets and you want your partner to see it. Check it. Check it. Right, so you want to go as far as possible. Yeah, right. It would kind of look like this. You could go triple step, set it up, right, left. And you really want to, when you're swiveling and you have time, it's slower tempos, you're swiveling to the point where the heel is forward. And then you push off all the way around and the other heel is forward. Because you really want to twist and get the most out of your swivels when you have time to do it. Yes, Donna, that's good. There you are. If it's fast, you're not going to have time to do the dramatic swivels. If it's very fast, you're running through these moves. But when you have time to do the swivels, they look awesome. So that's why, again, let's do one basic, triple step, set it up, right, left. Okay, and I want you to practice. If you have a door handle or a chair, you can hold on something at home. Going up steps is a good way to practice. So you go up the steps at work, you'll have a whole little crowd of guys behind you. It's just, you want to try to practice swiveling as much as possible.
I do that at work all the time. I work from home, but I do it at work all the time.
I keep pointing and laughing, but no, it's like this, yes. So practice your swivels this week, and then what happens is you have to really force yourself to implement them, to initiate them into your repertoire. Because you're going to go out there and going, that's a rock step. That's a rock step. So find somebody in the class and say, hey, would you dance with me and lead about 5 swing outs so that I can just practice my swivels. Usually the leads are like,
Until you throw up. Sure thing.
do it. Awesome. So yeah, when you go to a dance or practicing, make sure you have to force it. It took me a while to get myself back in the day to get swivels into my repertoire. You have to kind of force it in there so let's go for it. Until it's just a natural thing. All right, 1, 2, triple step, step, triple step, 1, 2. That's what we're going to go to.
Step. It's not a rock forward, okay? We're stepping, all right? So it's like I step back with my left, and I take a tiny step back with my right. So I'm not rocking and then stepping forward. It's
Stay back, in other words.
right. Because if I come forward on a rock step,
Actually, let me do this. Leads, take your follower's hand on the outside of the circle, follows on the inside. Both of you sit back with some weight sharing. Follows, you're going to do your little triple to the left and then do a swivel. Now you've got to sit back and use your partner to the point where if you let go, you would have to step back. Step, triple step, step, triple step, 1, 2.